What's up, y'all? This is Eric Andre. Well, I made a podcast called Bombing about absolutely tanking on stage. I tell gnarly stories, and I talk to friends about their worst moments of bombing in all sorts of ways. Bombing on stage, bombing in public, bombing in life. I want to know what's the worst way they've ever bombed, or have they ever performed way too drunk or high, or was there ever a time where they thought they were going to crush and they stunk it up? Listen to Bombing with Eric Andre on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Bombing with Eric Andre.
It is time now for my strawberry letter for today. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your strawberry letter to steveharveyfm.com and click submit strawberry letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air like we're doing with this one right here, right now. You never know. It could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry letter.
All right, nephew, thank you. Subject, my husband doesn't respect my feelings. Dear Stephen Shirley, I've been married to my husband for 35 years, and I still can't get him to respect my feelings. He has a hard time dealing with the fact that I am as knowledgeable, if not more knowledgeable, about some things when it comes down to running our business. We are electricians, and we have a strong client base. I have been a certified electrician for 30 years, and I encouraged my husband to get licensed and start the business. I get very irritated when he tells people that it's his business. He told me that it puts clients at ease to know that a man will be the one leading on the electrical job. That's disrespectful to me, and I can't get him to stop downplaying my role. Let's say, for instance, if a customer inquires about a service, they ask to speak to the electrician. My husband immediately responds to the messages personally. If the customer is female, he said that women prefer a male during their electrical work, not a female. He won't let me go on jobs with him. He told me that he prefers to work alone. That's hurtful. I can't even ride along with him in the truck that I pay for monthly. I changed the password on the website so he couldn't see when clients inquire about service. I booked a job, and when I showed up, the female said that she was expecting Thad, my husband. I told her to go find another electrician, and I left. He said that I ran off a loyal customer over my ego, but he would have been mad too if a male customer did him like that. I'm tired of how he treats me. Why can't he respect my feelings? Because he's a hater, plain and simple. I agree with you. Your husband doesn't respect you. He should be proud of you and your accomplishments. He should be celebrating you. This is not traditionally a woman's profession, becoming an electrician, but you've been an electrician for 30 years. And you guys have a successful business. You said you have a strong client base. Even other male electricians respect you, I'm sure. And your husband should do the same. He should be supportive and not controlling and putting you down. You guys can try to work through this. I don't know. It's been 35 years, you said, since he hasn't respected you. But I don't know. It's been going on for so long. It's almost too late. For sure, if he doesn't stop, you guys will end up breaking up and splitting up the business, doing some type of buyout situation. But here's a question for you. Besides all the nastiness and the put downs from him, do you also suspect your husband, Thad, as she calls him, of sleeping with her? She was a little too familiar for my taste. And I just got to ask you, what do you think?
Wow.
You suspect anything?
That ain't what
Thad, Could that be why he prefers to work alone, as he so rudely told you? What, Steve? Listen, I think you're obviously the brains of this operation. The only ego that needs to be checked is your husband, Thad. I don't like how he treats you either, but it's no sense in going behind his back, changing the password on the website. I think that's bad for business too. I think you guys need to deal with the real issue here, and that is his problem with you and your credentials and all of that. He's trying to push you out of the business that you helped him start and build. This marriage and your business is in trouble, or it's over. Steve, and what were you saying?
Well, I didn't know where in the letter you thought that he was cheating.
The woman, you heard.
She was expecting Thad. Thad is her husband's name. That was a customer. If she hadn't took the name off the website, she would have known it was already an existing customer. So she went over there. Now, let me tell you something. I ain't never been an electrician, but I know a couple of them.
Okay.
How is your house wired where you got a regular electrician that come over?
What?
How is your house wired where you got a regular electrician that come over? I got a lot of regular people, like people that do the yard and stuff. Y'all got that?
Yeah.
But the electrician, I don't even know. I can't tell you his name. I've seen him over here a couple times, but not enough to I'll know his name. The whole problem in this letter is we can't help you. My husband don't respect your feelings. You've been married for 35 years and still can't get him to respect my feelings. What you want us to do in the letter? You've been 35 years of disrespect because you have allowed it. Listen, I say this all the time. You can train a man how to treat you. Well, Steve, how you train a man how to treat you? By stop accepting bad behavior. We can only give you what you take. We can only hand out what you tolerate. If you don't take it, we can't give it to you. And if you don't tolerate it, we got to stop it. But you have allowed this to go on for 35 years. And y'all got a business together that you changing passcodes on. Y'all stupid. Y'all missing business. He don't want you to work with you. He don't want to ride with you. Damn. He don't even want to ride with you to work. Let's go on this job together. Hell no. I don't know what to tell you, lady. I really don't. When we come back, I'm gonna try hard.
Okay.
But I don't think I'm gonna be able to help you.
All right, Steve, hang on. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject: my husband doesn't respect my feelings. We'll get back into it right after this.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is: my husband doesn't respect my feelings.
Simply put, I have been married to my husband 35 years and still can't get him to respect my feelings. So what do you want us to do in this letter? In 35 years, you done shared meals with him, y'all have been on trips together, and y'all sleep together. If you can't get a man to do right after that, I got nothing for you. I really, really don't. Now, okay. It's a hard time he has a hard time dealing with the fact that I'm as knowledgeable, if not more knowledgeable, about some things when it comes down to running our business. Okay, that could be very true. We are electricians and we have a strong client base. I've been a certified electrician for 30 years and I encourage my husband to get licensed and start the business. I get very irritated when he tells people it's his business. He told me that it puts clients at ease to know that a man will be on leading the electrical job. Now, listen to me. You're married to a chauvinist, okay?
Clearly.
And let me just read this letter from the standpoint of the average dude that's reading this letter. Now, I want you ladies, perk up, because I want you to see what a man is reading this letter. This is what he thinking the whole time.
Okay.
Regular dude, not Steve Harvey on the radio for the show purposes. Just a regular man reading this letter. Mm-hmm. I get very irritated when he tells people it's his business. Well, ain't it his business? See, I'm gonna read you the undertone. I'm gonna read the letter, then give you the undertone.
Okay.
All right, I've been a certified electrician for 30 years, and I encourage my husband to get the license and start the business. Okay, so what's the problem? I get very irritated when he tells people that it's his business. Well, ain't it my business?
Our business. Go
No,
ahead.
but you know,
It's the man.
some people ask me, I got a business. I'm telling you, I got one. I ain't got to bring you up. He told me that it puts clients at ease to know that a man will be the one leading on the electrical job. I don't really like women handling around my electricity.
That's wrong. Go ahead.
I'm just telling you how they reading the letter.
Read.
That's disrespectful to me, and I can't get him to stop downplaying my role. You don't really do that much.
Stop.
No. That's disrespectful. Let's say, for instance, if a customer inquires about a service, they ask to speak to the electrician. My husband immediately responds to the message personally. Well, ain't I an electrician?
You don't have the experience I had.
Ain't I an electrician?
Yes, you are, but
Okay, they asked to speak to the electrician. I called in. I told you they don't want a woman over there. I just told you.
read.
My husband immediately responds. If the customer is female, he said that women prefer a male doing their electrical work, not a female.
Stop.
I'm
Not
not
true.
really sure about that. Ladies, let me ask you something. Carla, Shirley, have you ever had a female electrician come to your house? Just answer the question.
I've never had one.
Have
no.
you ever had a female electrician come to your house, Shirley?
No, I've never had one.
Carla, have you ever had a female electrician come to you?
No.
That's because we don't want y'all in there. I just told y'all. We don't want y'all in here messing around with this electrician.
Blank.
Yeah,
You.
don't come in here. Come. When you get this job, where you get this paperwork from? Don't you open? Shirley.
If a female came in, I'd welcome her.
Exactly.
But they don't.
Because that's not a normal, traditional.
But let me ask you something.
For a woman.
When the man electrician come to your house, have you ever stopped him and said, "Hey, where is the woman at?"
No.
Ever?
Come on with this.
I'm just asking you a
crap.
question. I'm just asking you a question.
You know it.
All right. And he said when he won't let me go on jobs with him, he told me that he prefers to work alone. Well, I don't like working with you.
That's rude.
You don't like working with her.
Well, he doesn't like her, period. That is the issue. Okay.
He don't respect her. I told
Yeah,
you
he
this is at the
doesn't.
35.
He doesn't want to do anything.
That's hurtful.
Yes.
Because I be wanting to go. I can't even ride along with him in the truck that I pay for monthly. Hey, where you going? I got my gun right here on this arm, man.
She's been an electrician for 30 years. Put some respect on that. How about that?
He don't.
Exactly.
I just told you we've been married 34 years. He don't respect me. I changed the password on the website so he couldn't see when clients inquire about service. I booked a job, and when I showed up, the female said she was expecting Thad. Now, Thad that had this regular customer. Wait, who,
Female.
man, hold up, lady.
Female.
Who are you? You don't come in here like you ain't opening up my walls. Thad opens my walls, baby.
Exactly. And therein lies the problem.
Thad know what color my wires is. You don't come in here. You get these wires mixed up.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM.
I
on
ran off a
Instagram.
law customer over my ego. I come in
And
there every
Facebook.
month. Check on. I cut on all her lights on and off. Make sure they work and everything.
Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. You can download it today.
They got a light bulb checking service where you,
No.
you just come in and check all your light bulbs.
Coming up at 46 minutes after, we got Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Eric Andre. Well, I made a podcast called Bombing about absolutely tanking on stage. I tell gnarly stories, and I talk to friends about their worst moments of bombing in all sorts of ways. Bombing on stage, bombing in public, bombing in life. I want to know what's the worst way they've ever bombed, or have they ever performed way too drunk or high?